Magic Johnson did an interview with TMZ recently, and he talked about his son, EJ.
You talking about little baby Johnson?
Yeah. He said that the signs were early that the EJ was gay.
Okay. Does that mean it's natural? No. That means he could have had an adverse reaction to the formula, to processed foods, a whole lot of shit. A whole lot of different things. His mom could have been reading and watching wrong things during her pregnancy. I don't know. You know what I mean? But what we're not going to act like is this is some sort of natural process. And if it is natural, it's something abnormal in nature. And there's plenty of abnormalities in nature. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt that the signs were there early. Because the signs are there early for a lot of people.
I mean, the fact that his son is so flamboyant with the women's clothing and the...
Oh, I've seen this dude out on more than one occasion. On more than one occasion.
You've actually physically seen him out?
Yeah, that motherfucker be in One Oak all the fucking time, yo.
Really?
All the time.
Well, I guess he used to be a lot heavier, and I guess
he had a
liposuction or something like
gastric bypass or something. He was obese. Yeah, so now he's like, one of those fat girls that's losing their mind.
I mean, it's always interesting when I see the children of celebrities, and there's the ones who just quietly live their lives and pursue whatever they do,
right?
And then there's the ones who insist on
being seen,
being in the public eye, using their voice, on social media or regular media or whatever else. Seeing Michael Jackson's kids is always just kind of I kind of have to chuckle to myself, because it's like, I'm around mixed people so much, what I mean? I know so many mixed people, especially black and white mixes, where the father is white, the mother is white, whatever mix you could think of, half, the father's half black.
And none of them look like them white ass kids.
None of them look like Michael Jackson's kids. Like, at
this
all.
nigga's acting like he got some DNA in. No way.
There is not one drop of African American blood in Michael Jackson's children. Just look at Michael Jackson's nephews and nieces, who are mostly mixed black and white, right? I mean, Tito and all of them, don't they have white wives?
You know what I see in Michael Jackson's kids? Armenian. Okay? They look Armenian to me. There is no fucking African shit up in them children. Not Native American, nothing. They are Armenian, them children.
You know what this reminds me of? And I'm not going to say his name, but I grew up with this kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
We met in elementary school. He was a black kid who had a Russian last name.
Mm.
And I'm like, that's a Russian last name. Like, why do you have that? He goes, well, I'm Russian. I said, well, that's interesting because, at the time...
Only black Russian I ever heard of is a drink.
Well, there were no black people really in Russia. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that there was black people. He goes, oh, no. Both of my parents are white. And this guy is...
Now your eyebrow raised, like, huh?
Right. And he is about your complexion.
Mm.
And I said, well, how did this happen then?
Yeah.
He goes, well, my mom told me I must have had a black relative that we didn't know about in my past, and the gene
Your
resurfaced.
mom's was fucking a black man and lied to your dumbass daddy, and he believed it. I've seen it on Maury.
I mean, I wouldn't phrase it like that, but that's essentially what happened.
Yeah.
His mom had an affair with a black guy at work. The baby
What, are you still friends with this guy? Because you're tiptoeing around this. He's like, oh, that's basically what happened. She had an affair. No, Ma fucked a nigga at work, okay, and lied to the daddy and had a black ass baby and tried to say that it was the daddy's.
Years later, he finally got to meet his real father. And, he got to, suddenly he had all these siblings he didn't know about that looked like him.
Leroy and them.
Like
Roscoe and them.
Something like that. This Michael Jackson shit reminds me of that. I've known a few families like that where, one of my exes, like, her cousin was messing with a Mexican dude and then was also messing with this black dude who she ended up marrying, and then the baby come out looking half Mexican, but all their other kids look black, and they kind of try to tiptoe around that. Like, this is such a common thing.
Not to cut you off, but see, in that situation, the mother was being deceitful. Whereas Michael Jackson know damn well he was the origin of the deceit. He knows that wasn't his fucking sperm that brought these seeds. I don't even know if they came from a test tube. He could have bought these motherfucking babies at the baby store. I don't know where he got these motherfuckers from. But all I know, they don't come from his loins, okay? There is no way that those children have what was called African American, black, whatever the fuck you wanted, original, whatever you'd like to title it. They don't have that in them. Them kids is Armenian. And I'm sticking by that. I know a fucking Armenian when I see one.
I've always thought it odd also, because at the level of talent that Michael Jackson had, and, I was recently...
Right, y'all can't dance and sing a lick?
Well, no. I mean, like, I was watching some of the old Michael Jackson videos, like, the Thriller video, the Bad video, the Smooth Criminal video. Like, this guy was so good. Like, you look at the Chris Browns and whoever else is like, like the Beyonce's dancing today, they are not fucking with Michael Jackson's dancing.
But I'm saying, look at Janet Jackson's dancing. It runs in the family. So you telling me these little motherfuckers can't do more than a two-step? These motherfuckers ain't good at choreography just naturally? If you're supposedly Michael Jackson's fucking children? Get the fuck out of here.
Right. I mean, not only the dancing, but the vocal ability and everything else like that. Why would you not want to pass that down to another generation? Like, that's lost. That's it.
Because Armenians are not that good on their feet. That's why, okay? So, it was a lost cause.